Gossip, gossip.
Steady gossip.
What's up, world? You're tuned into 423 FM. You already know we've got you covered with your daily dose of celebrity drama. Now let's get into it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 423. 3 years later, and we are still dealing with drama between Tamar Braxton and the girls on The Real, namely Loni Love. Their feud got reignited on Thursday, September 18th, when Tamar went on the Wendy Williams Show. First of all, I just can't take Tamar seriously sitting there in her Skims, and then she comes out on some pyramid scheme shit talking about a 30-day fitness challenge. I just don't know what's going on here.
So what I have challenged myself to do, and what I want to challenge everybody else who has the same feeling as I do, is I started this 30-day transformation with the 30-day transformation team, and I ain't getting paid for this, everybody, party people. Here is the thing.
Anyway, Tamar sat down with Wendy, and at the end of the interview, Wendy asked Tamar if she would ever go back to The Real, calling the show cute, but saying they need her. Here's her response.
Would you ever go back to The Real? I always ask you this. A cute show, but they need you. Just saying.
I love you.
And you were done dirty.
I love you.
No, you know, we talk about this behind the scenes, but this is an in front of the scenes thing that I would like people to, if you care to expound on it.
Well, here is the thing. You know, I don't want to be anybody's marketing tool this season, no shade, but, you know, I just wish everybody well. And I just feel like sometimes God has to move you out of situations before you become more toxic to yourself.
Right.
And so what if I was in a situation where I'm doing the Braxtons and it's very stressful, and then I'm doing this other show where people are being catty behind my back? Like, what kind of person would I be right now sitting on this couch?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be focused. I wouldn't be ready for my transformation. I wouldn't be ready for my elevation. And that's where I got to go. I got to go up and up and up and up.
So she didn't say anything too crazy or mean, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to go back on the show that fired me either, regardless of how or who actually got me fired. So I don't blame her for that. But I'm assuming her comments about the girls being catty is what set off their response. That same day, once The Real aired, the girls decided to address Tamar's comments from the Wendy interview, basically saying women need to stick together and she's still welcome to come on the show to work things out at any time.
Hi, Wendy. First of all, thank you for calling us a cute show. We're also an Emmy-winning show, so don't forget that, sis. Tamar Braxton was your guest, and we appreciate the fact that you brought us up. I just want to be full disclosure. It's been 3 years. I don't know why you guys keep talking about this whole situation.
We've actually never spoken about it here. Never.
No, we never spoke
Not
about
here.
it. But what
Here.
happened, what had happened this summer, okay, was that Tamar Braxton gave us an apology for everything that happened, that these girls on this table had no issue with doing. Since then, that apology has been taken down.
Oh.
And so it was,
I didn't know that.
in my humble opinion of trying to be this strong black woman, invited her to come on the show for season 6. It was a simple public ask. I did try to call her privately. I've been texting her. I get no response, so I just put it out there. The show has reached out to her. Tamar, nobody is trying to use you as a marketing tool, sweetie. You apologized to us over the summer, and we just thought to close this loop.
That's all we've ever asked for.
Just like what Wendy did yesterday with Nene, you know, to mend fists. That's all. That was the intention, and that is it, okay? That's it. So, you are still welcome, my dear, to come on anytime. It's not a big deal. Seriously, we as black women have to stick together.
Yes.
We as women have to stick together, okay? It's no cattiness. It's just we need to have you come here so we can close the circle. You apologize. We opened it up to you, and it's still there, and it will always be there. We love you, Tamar. You are a powerhouse, and we know you know us. So
I've been in the business for over 20 years, and my reputation is not one of cattiness. And I agree with you, Loni. It's time. It's time for me to say this. It's time for women of color to stop putting each other down. We already have other people doing that. And more importantly, start uplifting each other, loving each other, and stop creating false narratives. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's unfair. It's unfair to, I work hard on my character.
Yes.
Each and every freaking day.
Yeah.
And everybody who's close to me knows that truth. And what I don't like is that out there.
Yeah.
You know, that falseness, the lies, and all of that. And that's all I have to say.
You are absolutely right. You know, I think what people don't realize is that when we first started doing The Real, all of us had separate careers. We had separate. I've been, you know, trying to do comedy for 15 years. Can you imagine? 15 years. I finally get a show. And then I was ostracized as the bully, as a person that got another sister fired.
That's
Can you
not
imagine
true.
the hurt after 15 years? Why would I do that?
Can I just say something just in general? I
And
think
I
with
didn't
social
do
media,
it.
I know you didn't do it, Loni, but this is the thing I think what happened. This is the reality. We didn't know what was going on, and there was a post that was made about us first before we could put anything out. And unfortunately,
By
A
Tamar.
post that insinuated that she had been done wrong
by us.
The
girls. Unfortunately, in this type of climate, whenever you respond to that, now no matter what, even if it's the truth, it's going to come off as being defensive. It's going to come off as you defending yourself. No. The fact is, we had no idea. There was no ill intention. There was no meeting. There was none of that. And I could say that to that one up there. So if anybody else believes anything else, that's on you.
So Loni and Tamara's spiel was a whole kumbaya moment about how black women shouldn't tear each other down, and a bunch of stuff that seems unnecessary for how little Tamar really referenced them in her interview. But they never talked about the situation on the show, so I guess this was their opportunity to defend themselves. On top of that, Loni complained about being made out to be a bully, and asserts the fact that she didn't do what she was accused of, which is getting Tamar fired. Like they mentioned in those clips, Tamar did post an apology over the summer, semi-admitting that the girls didn't do anything wrong and she was only doing catty stuff to them because she was unhappy in her own life, but she's clearly now switching back to the narrative that Tamara, Jeannie, Loni, and Adrian wanted her off the show. After The Real aired, Tamar took things to Instagram, posting some text screenshots that allegedly prove Loni is the one who got her fired. In her caption, she wrote, "Loni, cut the BS. Thanks at Wendy Show, my sister, for having me. You may not have an Emmy yet, but the girls are surely watching. Anyway, back to my transformation." In the screenshots, Tamar never mentions who this is sending her info, but someone sent a message saying, "So I just found out Loni Love was writing letters to get you kicked off the show. She wrote the network." And that same person goes on to say, "Yeah, I got confirmation right now. Person who wrote and worked for her is spilling all the tea." In the second slide, the other person writes, "Cookie told me she said she was writing letters while you were in surgery." And Tamar replied saying, "Losing that publicly almost took me out of here. Yep, in my deathbed." Now, I just can't take these receipts at face value and say that this is proof that Loni got her fired, because we don't even know if these messages are real or who wrote them. With that being said, I can see Loni pushing for her to get fired, honestly, because as she mentioned in the previous clips, she was trying to get a show of her own for over a decade before finally landing The Real. So imagine wanting your own TV show for forever and then getting put on a panel with all these other women. And since Tamar is the most outspoken, from Loni's perspective, she could have seen that as Tamar being a threat for stealing her shine. So there's a definite motive here if Loni was somehow involved in getting her fired. But in the same breath, I don't see why the network would listen to Loni over Tamar unless she made some serious accusations about her safety or something. With that being said, Loni is sticking with her story that she had nothing to do with Tamar's firing. She commented on the post before deleting it, saying, "Who writes letters? Who sent this? Let's talk it out. Stop going on every other show. You know you want to, and bring your man." Tamar replied by posting this video, which I'll just let you see for yourself.
Scrubby thigh asshole. You ain't had no motherfucking business bringing that shit. You know Tamar don't fuck with you. Ooh. See, this is the problem with her. I don't like when bitches do bullshit like that. You know a bitch don't fuck with you, so you jump up and say, we over here at the real. We just want to do a shout out.
Y'all hoes ain't real.
Y'all some phony.
Cut the real and put the Queen's Court on TV. The
you
people have asked.
Phony, fat neck, ham hog, stupid ass bitch.
In the caption, Tamar wrote, "Sorry, I only go on shows with ratings, plus you do enough talking about me." And Loni replied once again, writing, "I know you're scared, Tamar, but if you're going to accuse me of something, do it to my face. But you can't handle the truth. I thought your apology was sincere. That's why I wanted you to come on the show. I can't wait for your next funny meme. Let's go, sis." Over on her page, Loni just posted an inspirational quote saying, "The truth will always be the truth, regardless of lack of understanding," and then went on to post a screenshot of an article about how Tamar is still welcome on the show. Throughout this Instagram back and forth, Todrick joined in down in the comment section, writing under Tamar's initial post saying, "We need to be roommates and take each other's phone away from each other when we're about to post things we may regret." Tamar replied, writing, "Brother, well, Loni shouldn't have been stalking me and Wendy today and started this BS. I've said nothing mean about them nor their dusty-ass show. She should have just left me the F alone. It's too much. I'm tired of her lying and me taking it. No more. Everyone who knows me knows I'm not thinking about them and wish them well. They should have sat this one out, period." And honestly, I agree with her. I don't think Tamar's 30 seconds of talking about the real deserved a whole response, and I think Loni emphasizing over and over that she wants Tamar to come on the show kind of shows that she has an ulterior motive here and likes the attention. I'm not saying Loni shouldn't defend herself, I totally understand that, but it would best serve her to find some receipts about why Tamar was actually fired and just post those, instead of preaching about loving one another and begging Tamar to come on the show. As of now, that's where the drama ends, but I wouldn't be surprised if Loni brings this up again on The Real tomorrow. Like I said, I still don't really know if I believe that Loni did or didn't get Tamar fired, but bringing this whole thing up 3 years later is just exhausting. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Tamar was out of line for what she said to Wendy? Did it deserve a response? And what do you think about what unfolded afterward? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, subscribe to the 423 for more videos, and if you like this one, just give it a quick thumbs up. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.